Welcome to aminacademy.com. In organic chemistry, let us discuss about alkane and alkane isomers. First, we'll discuss about what is isomerism. Alkanes are often described as saturated hydrocarbons because they contain only carbon and hydrogen. Saturated because they have only Cc and Ch single bond and thus contain the maximum possible number of hydrogen per carbon. They have the general formula, that CnH2n plus 2, where n is an integer. Alkanes are also occasionally called aliphatic compounds, a name derived from the Greek alephos, means fat. Mostly alkanes are fat compounds. Isomerism, the phenomenon in which two or more compounds have the same molecular formula but different structural formula, is called isomerism. That is, same molecular formula and different structural formula. Alkanes are saturated open chain hydrocarbons having Cc single bonds. In general, formula for alkanes can be given as CnH2n plus 2, where n refers to the number of carbon atoms. Structural isomerism can be seen by all alkanes having 4 or more carbon atoms, indicating that there are 2 or more different structural formulas that can drawn for each molecular formula. Chain isomerism, the two or more compounds which have a similar molecular formula but different arrangements of carbon atoms in straight or branched chains are called chain isomerism. For example, look at this. Butane is C4H10, has two isomers. Look at here. It is here like general CCC surrounded by four bonds, and the end is three hydrogen for one carbon. This end is three, and here two twos. Like here, this is isobutane is another isomerism for butane. Look at the structure. Then three C's here and bonded like one carbon, central carbon is further connected with another carbon, and carbon is connected with three hydrogens. These are isobutane, but both have same molecular formula but different structural. Further detail about isomerism. All of the alkanes containing 4 or more carbon atoms show structural isomerism, meaning that there are 2 or more different structural formulas that you can draw for each molecular formula. Likewise, the molecular formula, suppose C5H12, has 3 possible isomers. The compounds at the far left is pentane because it has all 5 carbon atoms in a continuous chain. The compound in the middle is isopentane. Like isobutane, it has a one CH3 branch of the second carbon atoms and continuous chain. Now, alkanes or straight chain alkanes indicate that all contains a single continuous chain of carbon atoms and can be represented by a projection formula whose carbon atoms are in the straight line. The other structure of isobutane, isopentane, and neopentane are called branched chain alkanes. Look at this, the table, number of isomers for some hydrocarbons. CH4, the methane, number of structural formula is only 1 because no other way we can write than this way. C2H6 is also 1, C3H8 is 1. Now C4H10 is 2 isomers, C5H12 3 isomers, like it goes. We cannot believe, suppose here C18H38 contains 60,523 forms of structural isomers. Alkanes can be represented in many different ways. The Nomenclature of straight alkanes is based on the number of carbon atoms they contain. The number of carbons are indicated by a prefix and suffix An is added to indicate the molecules is an alkane. The prefix of three carbons is prop. So adding an, that is in IUPAC, name of C3H8 is propane. Like that, other alkanes are named. Look at here. Here, molecular formula, that is CH4, is methane. Prefix is meth. And condensed structure, look at here, CH4 itself. Then C2H6 is ethane. Condensed structure is CH3CH3. C3H8 is propane. Condensed structure is CH2. This left and right side is CH3. C4H10, like look at here, CH2, that is CH twice, and CH3 left and CH3 right, like other condensed structure is given in the table. Now look at here in isomers, like alkane isomers, some typical animal fat. This is triglyceride. This is a continuous chain, and also it's branched like. Now we'll do one small example to understand this isomers concept. Look at here. Propose a structural of two isomers with formula C2H7N. Look at here. The structural formula given is C2H7N. We can write this in two different ways, like here. First C2 here and H. C is H, C is H, and N is connected with another two hydrogen. This is one structure, and other structure can be written like, look at here, N is middle, C, N, C, H, H, one H, and for the C, three H's. And these two structures, number of atoms are same, like carbon, and carbon is 2 atoms, hydrogen is 7 atoms, and nitrogen is 1. So different forms of two isomers. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.